Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Saturday morning world session. I'm going to go hop in and begin. So you can take a nice, long, deep breath and tune in to yourself. Tune in to how your body feels. See if notice your thoughts, notice your breath, and then sink just a little bit deeper into the seat or your cushion or your bed beneath you. So I've been focusing a lot these last few weeks on the small intestines and the gut. We're going back there today, but in a different sense. We're going back into the gut to start to peel away and release. Oh, there's already a burp coming in. So there's already shifting and movement, starting to discern and between thinking and intuition. So a lot of people say that they are very intuitive and that they feel deeply and they're very emotional. But really, what they're doing is feeling their drama, feeling their thoughts, or acting from their thoughts, believing that their thoughts are true, having a thought and saying it's an intuitive hunch. So, how can you differentiate between intuition and thought? Well, you need a really healthy gut brain. That's where intuition, those gut responses, that's what you need. It's not long windy. There's not a lot of thinking. So, we're going into the small and back into the small intestines and starting to run a surgery on the small intestines and start to flush out. It seems like the liver, so which is the seat of the soul, which is all of your experience, holds all of your experiences, all your this lifetime experiences right in that liver. It seems like it's leaking. It can feel like it's leaking. There's just doesn't know what to do with it. And so instead of taking those experiences, transmuting them into wisdom, having it move through that digestive system and through a healthy gut, feels like they're getting stuck in that small intestine lining. And then it's coming up as, oh, I'm very intuitive. I'm very intuitive. So we want to be careful of that. We're going to start to drain that excess from the small intestines. Now, anything, you can have intestinal problems. So there's so oh, there's another burp, IBS, Crohn's, leaky gut syndrome, suffering from diarrhea, malabsorption. You can have digestive problems, so bloating, gas, buildup of um, immune problems, immune response problems. It even goes into skin problems, so eczema, psoriasis, dry skin, flaky scalp. So this is all showing issues within in the gut. You can have a buildup of unhealthy bacteria, so candida. So there's so much. So what you want to do is get that lining of that small intestines nice. It feels so lax, like it's just completely disintegrated. So we want to bring some form back into the small intestines. When draining those experiences, draining that thinking out of the small intestines will improve. Oh, there's another burp, another release. It will improve the function. So we're really getting that gut back in healthy function. We're going to run a surgery to the small intestines. We'll run a hydration and then run a cellular repair to the small intestines, the inside lining, and then the meat, the inside of the small intestine. So I'm seeing it in 3D. We need to do a cell repair. And the mitochondria within the small intestines is really suffering. It's not doing a good job. It's really weak. So we're going to go in and do a repair to that mitochondria. We'll do a cellular repair and then an unburdening. An unburdening from that mitochondria within the small intestines. We want the mitochondria to be nice and strong. That's powerhouse. It's the powerhouse cell of our body. We want that mitochondria to be working really well. So we've got some dirty fluid. So, I'm just feeling pasty in the mouth. So overthinking. So we've got lazy thinking. So following your thoughts is lazy thinking, having a thought and thinking it's absolutely true. We've got assumptions in here, expectations. So of yourself and others, blaming. So blame can come up as makes me. Blame is coming up in the form of makes me inside here. So this makes me. He made me, she made me, and then I make them. So anything from they make me feel good to they make me, he makes me, she makes me feel bad. It's their fault. We got to dump that from the mitochondria. It's within the cellular fluid. So we're gonna start to do gonna do a bombard. How are we gonna do this? We're going to do it as a conscious. I'm just sorting out how we're going to run this through. So we need to bring in the spleen here for this. We're going to link this, the dumping of these dirty thoughts, this lazy thinking from the mitochondrial fluid. We're going to link that into the lymphatic system and bring in the spleen to support the moving of those thoughts, to move them out of the system. It's creating a blockage and it's creating an energetic blockage. It's not able, the mitochondria is not able to do its job, and the small intestines is not able to really properly discern. Well, there's a nice deep breath. Just watching all of this happen. Mitochondria is starting to move, then intracellular fluid is starting to release the dirty fluid, linking that up to the lymph. I'm watching the lymph. At the same time, we want to support the lymph. I'm going to run Reiki through all of the lymph. Going to use Zygoma as the master controller to help that, and the spleen to help move that dirty thinking. I'm going to link that up to the bladder and also the skin so that these toxins can start to release. Oof. I'm getting a little bit of a funny feeling in my tongue. So I'm going into the tongue, into the taste buds. Discernment starts right here. That microbiome of your gut actually starts 1 inch away from your mouth. We want good discernment in the mouth also, linking that up to the small intestine. So speaking clearly, not rambling, and then not using a poisonous tongue. So speaking against others with maliciousness, with blame, and also not speaking about yourself like that. So not saying things that make you feel strong or there we go. Not saying things that weaken you. Whoa. So we need to do a detox of the tongue. The tongue feels really poisonous. So the breath even becomes poisonous. So we don't want that in the system. It's saying, no, it's completely wants it out. So I'm not going to link it through any of the systems. We're actually going to have it come out of the mouth. So we're going to run a body chemistry to the tongue with the hydration, speeding up that hydration a little bit. So it's creating some hydrogen peroxide. So through the tongue, Also, the taste buds will also clean out the gums, the teeth themselves, and in come that TMJ and those masseters. We got to do a release from there. There's a lot of clenching, so we're going to link that up to its reciprocal. Oof. So it's going to be just massaging and turning my neck a little bit. TMJ to sacroiliac for that nice release. Create some space. There's so much tension in here. All right. I'm going to go ahead and tap this in. Now we need to go back into the gut. Oof, that's a big release there. And then we're going to go back into the gut, into the microbiome of the gut. There's just an overflux of candida. So sugar is an over amount of sugar is creating inflammation within the gut and also joints. So we want to dump that candida. We'll run a body chemistry with a hydrogen peroxide to the small intestines, the whole small intestines, even into, it feels even to that large intestine. So ascending, transverse, descending down into the colon, it even feels like there's mold growing within that stagnation. If you've got constipation, it's holding too long. So that means holding on to thoughts, holding on to grudges, revenge, wanting to take revenge on someone, not being able to let go of something that's happened to you in your life, and then staying in that blame victim space. It's creating this mold growing. So first stagnation. So the constipation, you're not able to move those. Your bowels are not able to massage and to let go, literally and figuratively. We want to do a body chemistry to the poop, your poop within that's being held or inside the colon or inside that small, large intestines that's not able to move through. And then also, oh, there's more saliva coming in as soon as I said that. So that's great. So that's moving well. I'm actually salivating a little bit. Wonderful. Then we're also going to do body chemistry to candida within the small intestines because it feels also overrun. So this is going to help reduce the inflammation of gut inflammation and then also joints. So we'll run a body chemistry to candida for inflammation within the joints. So if you've got joint pain or if you're suffering from any kind of inflammation, we'll get this moving. And a hydration to all of those joints and back to that small intestines. Oh, I feel nice relaxation now. I've got a nice amount of saliva in my mouth before it was dry. I'm going to tap this in, tapping head, heart, and gut. There's a yawn. There's a nice yawn. Wonderful. I hope you enjoyed the session. Thank you so much for being with me here and joining me weekly. For those of you who are interested in taking a look and seeing how to put your life back in order, I've got a soul responsibility class happening November 8th. It's helped me so much with my health, with my life in general. It's helped me repair relationships and showed me exactly my involvement with the stories in my life that kept me stuck and unable to take practical action for myself. So if you're in a position where you're just ready to do something for yourself, then please reach out. Soul Responsibilities November happening November 8th. You can reach me directly at monicamarzak@gmail.com. So I'll spell out my email for you. Monica, Monika, Marzuk, MARCZUK @gmail.com to receive all of the course information. And I look forward to seeing you. See you all next week. Take care.